Here we are. I thought I would say hello, and I thought I would do a little reminder notice for us and then talk us through the feelings of disappointment. So, other people are the ones that we typically blame. We typically say, oh, it's their fault. So, I'd like for you to feel into the last time that you felt disappointed. Then I'd like for you to think about the last time you felt disappointed in your own self. So let's go ahead. And if you feel like closing your eyes or just softening your gaze, I'd like for you to feel into breathing into your body, feeling into imagining your heart, imagining that time that you were disappointed. Let's start with other people. Sometimes it's easier to look outside of ourselves and then we get to look inside. So let's practice that. So feeling into thinking about the last time someone disappointed you. They said they were going to meet me and then they last minute canceled. They keep sending me text messages and they never show up for me. So, whatever that is, I'd like for you to imagine as you breathe into your body. I have to stop to breathe. So, maybe putting your hand on your heart will help you to focus on that other person. So feeling into how you felt besides disappointed. Were you angry? Were you frustrated? What were those feelings? And then where are they? Within your body, you know that you can carry feelings and emotions, and then you get some muscle stress and strain. So I'm just going to imagine I've got this right back here in my neck. That disappointment, somebody who let me down. And I'd like for you to imagine that you see that person from God's perspective, from the perspective of the creator of the universe. So put your hand wherever it feels like, oh, that's where my disappointment is being housed. Oh, there it is. That tightness in my shoulder, where my shoulder and my neck meets. Just imagine that it wasn't just sleeping in a weird position, that it was actually that buildup of feelings. So we're going to imagine that it's there. And this is where it's fun to set your intention and set your attention. So you can be in a meditative mindset. You can be in that quiet time feeling, to be able to feel it, to be able to let that feeling, that word, disappointment, notice where it's settling. Is it in your knee? Is it in your lower back? And so we'll just feel into that. And I'd like for you to breathe. Go deep down into underneath your lungs. Imagine you're going all the way down into your belly with that breath. And you probably should close your eyes by now. You've felt your feelings. Notice maybe your jaws being tight. All the way down, feeling your diaphragm pulling your lungs down. So this is you focusing on your body in order to release these old stuck emotions. And we're using the power of the divine. We're using the power of the creative energy that made us to let this be pulled. Feeling into, ooh, does anyone have a little headache? Oh, did this cause you to have a disappointment headache? Then that's where those emotions are housed. So here we go. Finding wherever this might be and allowing yourself to take those deep breaths. And as you release that breath, send up a little prayer, send out a little focused thought that says, oh, creator of all that is, please pull this emotion that I'm holding in my body. Please pull that disappointment I have in others. Remove it from my neck, remove it from my forehead, remove it from my jaw, my knee, my lower back, wherever in your body you might identify where you're holding that. And as you're visualizing, imagine yourself totally connected to and breathing in unconditional love from the creator of all that is. Nice deep breath. And as you exhale, imagine that those stiff feelings, or maybe that feeling of discouragement, frustration, disappointment in others. You might imagine people who recently have disappointed you. You might imagine them walking on by. It's like, oh, so we want to say, I release you from teaching me any other lessons. And then think about that. What did I get? What do I get when people disappoint me? Do I learn to do things myself? Do I learn to do things really well by myself so I'm self-sufficient? Let's mark that lesson as done. Let's give ourselves an A because we've done a really good job. So imagine yourself receiving that report card from the divine. Oh, look, you learned great lessons from being disappointed by others. And you're done with that lesson. You got an A. So imagine yourself receiving that grade card. Look, I learned so much from being disappointed. I learned so much. Oh, thank you. Thank you for that lovely grade, Creator. Thank you for that lovely lesson, my soul. And then allow yourself to look within at how you've disappointed yourself. And I invite you to forgive yourself with that same type of breathing. So you are taking in some nice deep breaths. I think it's fine if you breathe in through your nose and out through your mouth, or vice versa, whatever feels comfortable and relaxing to you. All right. So taking in another deep breath, you might notice that what you were paying attention to has relaxed because you're setting your intention. You're making that attentive look at yourself. You are being creative. You are visualizing. You are part of the creative love that made you. By the way, in case you forgot, you are so well loved. So here we go. Working on disappointment in our own selves. Identify where maybe in your body this disappointment in yourself is. And I'd like for you to ask your amazing wise self, your soul, your higher self. Ask that question. What do I get from being disappointed in myself? Do I get motivation? Do I do better the next time? So then let's forgive ourselves for that as well. That's pretty easy. So let's go ahead, keep on breathing, nice deep breath. And I'd like for you to imagine that you're fully connected to this beautiful earth, our island home. I'd like for you to remember, to imagine, and to understand on every level that you are worthy of being here on this planet at this time, that you are a child of all that is divine, and that your soul knows how to learn lessons in an easier way. If you would like that, let's have all of those. If you would like those as downloads, that you know how to pay attention to yourself, you know how to release these need for learning lessons in difficult ways. Let's release that feeling of disappointment in ourselves. So if you would like that, feeling yourself connected to Mother Earth energy, to this beautiful planet, and then imagine yourself going on up to that plane of existence where there is only creative, unconditional love. You can feel yourself relaxing even more. You might feel your eyes look up in your head with your eyes closed. You might feel yourself going into rapid eye movement. All of that is great. But continuing that nice deep breath and then making that request. Creator, show me how to learn amazing lessons without being disappointed in myself. And then you say, thank you. Thank you, Creator. And to remind us, we say, it is done, it is done, it is done. And so it is. Thank you. And then we visualize what our life will be like when we're done learning lessons by being disappointed in our own selves. Here we go. Breathing. being totally on purpose with your body here on this planet, allowing your feet to be totally planted on the earth, but then you're also that beautiful spark, that divine spark. Allow your prayers to just send you on up, connected totally with all that is divine, with unconditional love, no judgment. And you can imagine that it's tingling bright white light. You can imagine that there's this beautiful pink mist that is compassionate, pushes you on up into your own special connection, your own unique connection with the creative energy that made you, the unconditional love, the creator, all that is, source. So here we go. Creator, show me what it feels like and how. Let me know that I can live my life without being disappointed in myself and in others. And if you would like all of these beautiful feelings, I am charging this video to remind you from the Creator's point of view, from the seventh plane energy, from the all that is. So allow yourself to just say yes and receive it. And the fun part is you get to imagine what that's like as you live your day-to-day life without being disappointed in others, without being disappointed in yourself. I invite you to notice how you are when you talk to yourself. Oh, I should have known better. How about you give yourself a break and be a little more kind to yourself? So let's go with that. Nice deep breath. And then I'll let you go on about your day. I'd like for you to remember that you are deeply connected to the love that created you. Give me a call sometime.